Yo guys, it's slyroh. You already know that today I'm bringing you guys my team analysis video for week 8 of the Battle Union. This week we are taking on Pokemon Trip HD and his Dallas Staravias. This is the final week of the regular season, and I am very excited for this match. We are coming off of our 4th straight win. We are the hottest team in the league right now, and we want to finish this regular season off right. And there is a lot to this game. As you can see in front of your face, if you see the set that's right there, this is not going to be any normal week, because we are taking on the defending champion, last season's TBU champion, Trip. Beat us in the playoffs on his way to get there, but this is a whole new season. We have a whole new team, and yeah, so basically, here's what it boils down to. We are second place in our division. Trip is in first. We are both essentially guaranteed. I don't think there's any way that either of us can miss playoffs. We are both guaranteed to go to the playoffs, okay? I don't think there's any way that we would play each other round 1 of the playoffs. We could play each other round 2 if things work out that way. So there's that. But we are guaranteed to go to the playoffs, both of us. But if we beat Trip, we will be in first place in our division and probably in the entire league. Right now, me and Trip have the same differential. He is 6-1, we are 5-2. So if we beat him, we'll have the same record, but we'll have a higher differential. And based on the records and differentials of everybody else in the league, we would be the best team in the entirety of TBU heading into the playoffs. That is insane to think about. As rough as our season has started, we have really brought it back. So, we want to beat Trip. However, if we don't, no big deal. This week, I brought a few odd things, to say the least, for a couple reasons. A, like I said, we might play Trip again. We cannot reveal all of our strategies. We cannot reveal all of our cards. We can't show all of our cards, or anything like that, because we could be playing him in 2 weeks from now. So there's that. So I can afford to lose. I don't want to reveal all my tricks, so I'm going to have a little bit of fun with this match, and I feel like he might too. Also, from what I know about Trip, is he likes to bring some pretty crazy stuff too, and he plays really well against standard spreads and standard teams. So if you bring standard against him, he'll be able to read you like a book, and he will beat you. And I don't want to let that happen. So we're going to try and win, but we're going to try and outplay Trip by just doing some crazy stuff, alright? Now, this team actually ended up becoming a little bit less crazy than it was before, but it is what it is. Like I said, if we get to play him again, hey, maybe we'll be able to bring even more crazy stuff. So, I think that basically covers everything, as far as the intro to this. So, yeah, make sure you go check out Trip. His links are in the description. And let's go ahead and talk about his team. He has probably the scariest team in the league. Or I should say the most, well-rounded. So his full team consists of Mega Lopunny, Kyurem, Entei, Mew, Moltres, Umbreon, Tangrowth, Vaporeon, and Avalugg. His bench consists of Togetic, Bronzong, and Electros, but those don't matter because he can't bring them. Obviously, the 6 that I think he will bring is going to be Mega Lopunny because it's spooky fighting types for Porygon 2. I do have some answers to Mega Lopunny. I have switch-ins, so, it could scare him away from bringing it. That would be great. Kyurem, I think, is definitely coming. It can deal with a lot of my team. Entei, I always hate playing against Entei. It does so much work against me a lot. I do have some things for it, but not a lot. Mew is always scary, so I definitely expect Mew to come. I think Umbreon's going to come because I don't have a reliable way to take it out, and I think Tangrowth might come because it's also kind of annoying, though I do have ways to deal with that too, so maybe not. I really don't think Vaporeon's coming. I don't see how it hurts like most of my mons. Unless he really wants to bring something for Arcanine, I don't know. He brings Avalugg a lot, so that could come too, so we'll see. The one I definitely don't expect would be Vaporeon though, but we'll see. Let's go ahead and talk about my team. I actually brought Alakazam off the bench and benched Omastar, and this puts our team back to the way it was when I originally drafted it. The original draft is intact heading into the playoffs. Alakazam has been missing basically the whole season since like week 1, but I just felt that it was right to keep the team intact going into the playoffs. I'm out of switches. I cannot make any more changes to my bench or my team, so this team of 9 is the team that I am going to be going into the playoffs with. And that's the only reason I took Alakazam off the bench. I really had no plans of using it this match, so it is what it is. So let's go ahead and talk about what we are bringing, because I have been talking a lot. So, first mon is going to be Puff Daddy the Slurpuff, Choice Scarfed, Sweet Veil, Dazzling Gleam Surf, Flamethrower. Oh shoot, I have Heal Bell on this. Welp, that's a thing that exists. Alright, cool. So we'll have to get to that, and I'll tell you why that's kind of weird. I forgot that I changed this to Heal Bell. I couldn't think of a 4th move, but Dazzling Gleam for stab. It's good for Mega Lopunny. Hits Umbreon. It's only going to 2-hit KO it if it's physically defensive. And even then, I'm not even sure that it does, actually. Surf for the Entei, the Moltres, and Flamethrower for the Tangrowth and the Avalugg, I suppose. This has enough speed to outspeed a Mega Lopunny that has sped crept a max speed Alakazam. So instead of speed creeping at max speed Mega Lopunny, I just sped crept the fastest that he would make his Lopunny to outspeed all of my team, which would be an Alakazam. Because I don't think he would have any reason to run like max speed Jolly unless he thinks that I would do something like this, so we'll see. But Dazzling Gleam does so much to Mega Lopunny, and that could be a really nice way to take him out if he's starting to wear down a lot of my switch-ins. I'm bringing Scarfed because, you know, gotta throw him off his loop with something. You know, if I outspeed and take out his Mega Lopunny and he's just not ready for it, it's going to throw him way off his game, and it's going to be super great. So, or we can do that with any of the mons. I don't plan on revealing the Scarf until the perfect moment. So, there's that. Sweet Veil prevents me from going to sleep. If he wants to bring Sleep Powder Tangrowth, I guess. But he doesn't have any electric, sorry, that was the other thing. I don't have Unburden. Sorry, I was thinking about that, because that also has a anti-sleep ability. So, yeah, there would be no reason for him to bring Sleep Powder. I have, like, 3 immunities, so that's fun. Alright, so next mon is going to be Manaphy, and this is why I thought it weird. So, basically what this is going to be, this is physically defensive, Tail Glow, Manaphy, with leftovers, Scald's Signal Beam, and I'm actually going to throw Energy Ball on. I thought I had to use Heal Bell because I forgot that I had it on anything else. But this is going to be Scald's Signal Beam, Energy Ball, and Tail Glow. Physically defensive because I need something to switch into Entei. This also can take any hit from Avalugg and can set up on it. I can set up on a decent amount of stuff. I can set up on Umbreon. Yep, I can do that. I was going to bring a defensive Calm Mind Rest Rain Dance set, but Scald would have to be my only attack, and Vaporeon stops that, and Tangrowth stops that, so couldn't necessarily do that. So this is the set that we have, and we'll see how it works. That is coverage to hit everything. I don't know why Signal Beam just seems to come in clutch so often. And this time I'm going to actually gen it in with it instead of mis-genning. But, yeah, so, yeah, that's coverage to hit basically everything, and it should be nice. I think Manaphy's going to do work. Then we're going to have Windows 10, the Porygon 2, Specially Defensive, I mean, surprise, surprise. Is there ever anything different? Eviolate, Analytic, Ice Beam, Tri-Attack, Recover Toxic. So, that is happening. Ice Beam is decent. Tri-Attack is for everything else. Mainly just the toxic stuff and stay around. This is mostly my Kyurem switch-in. That's about it. Could probably switch into Moltres too. I don't plan on switching into too many other things, so I just need this to stay alive for as long as Kyurem is. And if Kyurem for some reason doesn't show up, or if I'm able to kill it, then Porygon 2 just becomes death fodder, or can just, just be alive. It becomes not that important, but it'll still be nice. So there's that, and always, of course, when I bring Specially Defensive Porygon 2, gotta match that up with my nice and physically defensive Mega Venusaur, Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, Toxic Synthesis. More Toxics, more any way I can wear his team down. So there's that. Giga Drain and Sludge Bomb is decent coverage for his whole team. Yeah, it hits everything. Toxic to toxic things, Synthesis to stay around. He has 2 Mons with Synchronize, Mew, and Umbreon, and if I Toxic either one of them, I can be safe in knowing that I will not get Toxic back. So that's cool. Do I want to do this? Okay, let's go over this Electivire. Alright, red card Electivire. Arbonne. Vital Spirit, so I don't go to sleep. Not that it matters that much, and not that I have anything to hit the Tangrowth if it would put me to sleep, so it doesn't matter, but he doesn't have any electric types, so there's no reason to have Motor Drive, so whatever. Thunder Wave, Volt Switch, Protect, Thunder Punch, Max Attack Adamant, Max HP basically with the remaining in Spadef. So, Rulebook or Guidebook 101 to beating Trip, from what I've heard, I haven't done it, so don't take it from me, take it from what I've heard, it's to T-Wave his Pokemon. So that's what I'm gonna do. Especially the Mega Lopunny, the Kyurem, the Entei, the Mew would be cool. Any of those. T-Wave is nice. I'm bulky because I don't think he can take out my Electivire with a lot of his stuff, not in one hit anyway. This is mostly like an anti-lead for Mega Lopunny. So if he like I'd go for Protect first turn, so that way he fakes out, and that just prevents him from like sub power-up punching me, and setting up to a point to where he can just start like destroying my whole team. So turn 1, if he leads off Mega Lopunny, which he probably won't, because I don't think that he's really that type of player. Like, I'm pretty sure last week he led off with like Umbreon, so you know, if he leads off with any of his slower mons, I just Volt Switch out on him, and then, you know, we see about doing it later. But if he does lead Mega Lopunny, I Protect first turn. If he fakes out, cool. If he doesn't, then I imagine he'll either go for a Substitute or straight for a move. If he would go for a Substitute and then he tries to do anything, then he would hit me, and then the red card would switch him out. So that's cool. And that would, I don't know, it'll just be fun times. It'll throw off his game, and it'll be good. And then I can go for a Thunder Wave, and I will Thunder Wave whatever gets switched in, or if I can live a hit from Mega Lopunny as he goes for something, I can Thunder Wave the Mega Lopunny. So lots of stuff to Thunder Wave, and should be fun. I probably won't be able to Thunder Wave too many things, but the more the merrier. You know what they say. I said that out of order. Last Pokemon: Choice Banded, Arcanine, Hipster, Entei, Flare Blitz, Wild Charge, Close Combat, Toxic. Do enough mons have Toxic? I don't think so. Max Attack, Max Speed, Jolly. This, I didn't have anything to kill Umbreon. And if you watched my NPCC match last week, or 2 weeks ago, sorry, 2 weeks ago, Umbreon stalled out my team, and I'm tired of playing Umbreons, but whatever. I don't have anything to kill Umbreon. Like, Slurpuff could if I set up like Belly Drums or something, or if I went like Specs. But besides that, nothing on my team takes out Umbreon. But Choice Banded Arcanine does. Well, it doesn't take it out, but it does 2-hit KO. Close Combat, I think, is a roll to kill a specially defensive Umbreon. Physically defensive, still a 2-hit KO. Flare Blitz, I think, still does more than half. And he just doesn't really have a lot of switch-ins. If I can paralyze things with Electivire, then Arcanine is going to have a field day. Like, real talk, going to have an actual field day, and it is going to be fantastic. So, that's kind of the mini plan on taking him out, would be to paralyze things and then just nuke with Arcanine. Other than that, it's kind of wear him down with Toxics, and got Manaphy as option, Slurpuff, so I have ways to do stuff. And I don't know, I didn't think super hard about this team. I wanted to do some crazy things and see how they work out. And if we beat Trip this time, then we'll be able to know that we could beat him again should we have to play him again. So that is that. That's the whole team. Leave me your thoughts. If I missed anything, you know, ask me about it, all that good stuff. the battle will be up tomorrow, and then we will be able to figure out, you know, where we ended up in the regular season, who we play first round of the playoffs, all that good stuff. So I'll be able to tell you that tomorrow after the battle. So yes, that's about it. I keep blinking, but thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys the next time. So till then, stay sly.